Okay, guys, so I'm doing a voiceover. So I'm just pretty much showing you that I took the bench apart. Um, this was a quick and easy process, and I was just showing you guys all the stuff I had to clean up. There was some white stuff. I don't know if that was vomit or what that I had to clean, but yeah. So I took it apart so I can go ahead and clean everything, and the wood did really, really good. I was showing you there was some white marks, which was mold. I used a lot of vinegar, soap, and Clorox to clean this. A lot of water, and it did not, you know, how water is on wood, certain types of wood. So this was me just, I took it apart and I did some wiping, and it was getting late, so I just put everything back on the porch and was going to finish it the next day. Um, I gotta do a voiceover because I did this video and it was 26 minutes long and it wouldn't save, and so I had to chop this up. So it's gonna look a little crazy, but just work with me. That right there, that jar was the screws. I was cleaning them. I was cleaning everything, and that was my old project that's done. So, and I was just cleaning the because I don't know what was on there. You know, mold and everything else could have been on there. So I was just cleaning it and getting all that stuff off. So that's pretty much what I'm showing you. It was on my back porch. I let it stay outside last night. So yeah. But that's it for this part, and we're gonna go over to the next part. This is definitely the next thing. And I had washed it. I didn't record it, but I washed it. Like soap and water. I'm showing you the soap. I washed this thing. I had to use a little brush because that white thing kept showing back up, and it was like it looked like cake batter, but it just didn't look right. So I had to wash, wipe down, and take the scrub brush and brush some areas. So just showing you how I got it all laid out after washing it. And like I said, the water did not ruin it at all. I was going to sand it, but I was like, nah, let's let it keep looking rough. So that's what I did. Y'all, so let me tell you the deal with this situation right here. I needed foam and material. Excuse me. So I'll decide to go to the thrift store, right? A little local thrift store. And I was like, at first I didn't want to go. I didn't feel like it. So I was like, you know what? It's not too far from the house. Let me go check it out. I walked in that store and hit that corner. That's some other project stuff it said inside my trunk I got to wash. I walked in that store and hit that corner. You see that big bag of I call it foam. It's pretty much just like, the thing you sleep on. All right, so that thickness and that color was actually what was in the old one, because there was a piece of cushionery in there, but the thing was so moldy. I just went ahead and trashed it. So yeah, so I paid $4 for that. That roll and that piece of material. Um, I don't know why I keep saying it, print or whatever. So yeah, $4 for that. So the stuff in the trunk is from thrifting, so I have to rewash it. So that's why I put it back in the trunk. So you see me here about to go and start putting this stuff together. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. I was not thinking when I was putting this together. I was not thinking I was ready. I'm the type of person, I get so excited and I start working on things and not really thinking and paying attention to slowing down. And this was wrong. I was putting it on wrong, wrong, wrong. So you see that part right there? Well, if it was a bench with no storage, that looked right, but it was wrong. I had to flip the part. You see where I stuck the tools in? Flip it over because that bench has a storage in it. It's the bench you use when you're sitting in front of a piano and you want to put like your the piano notes and stuff in it. That's what that is. So I had to flip it around. And you see me here tightening it on up. My lighting is horrible. My air was on. The flies were flying in the house, but I was trying to get lighting. It was crazy, but it worked. All right, so see, this is the correct way. I was showing you, I had it flipped around, so I was showing you how I had it flipped, and I was showing you that it was wobbly, which I wasn't worried about it because you could use those felt pads from the Dollar Tree. I have some. They still sell it. um, to keep it from rocking. It's the one you use to keep from scratching up your floor, which the benches are going to be on carpet, so it doesn't bother me at all. So I was showing you the piece of faux leather I got from Joann's. How much did I pay for that? I think it was like $5.40. So yeah. So I was making sure that I had enough, and it was right on the penny. But I didn't realize until I was doing that right there was once you put the foam on it, you got to be able to get that material around the corner, around that side. That's what I was talking about. But it worked out. See, y'all, I don't be thinking things all the way through. I just be doing it just to get it done. So that's what I was doing. So you can see me here cutting what I needed. And I flipped that over. Actually, it didn't stay with the little cones up. I flipped it over. So I did not leave it up that way. So it's just me cutting it, getting what I needed. And I rolled the rest back up and put in the bag. I am going to wash the rest of it. I just won't dry it. I'm going to try to wash it because it keep falling apart. But this may not fall apart because this is more for like bedding. This, what do you call it? Eggshell? Whatever, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, this may not do what the other ones did in the past. So, yep, that's what I'm doing here. And I washed it. So I took some Lysol, some bleach, hot water, and put it in my trash can. And that's what it was doing, sitting there soaking. And the jug was going to be the new water that was going to rinse it out. So I had it out there, I don't know for how long. But this soap came out really good. Just infected, clean. I was not going to bring it in my house looking like that. And apologize again for that freaking light. So I found a new staple gun. I don't even know where I got the old one from. Oh, those are the felt pads I told you about that go under your furniture, keep you from scratching the floor. So I was talking about how I had my old staple gun. Don't know where I got that gun from. I jacked it from somebody. And then I found a new one, Salvation Army, for like 3 something. And I tried it first, but it didn't go. But I have to remember when you use, that's the new one right there I was showing you. I'm so sorry about this lighting. But when you use a staple gun, depending on the staple gun, you have to, push down. You have to use your body. So that was me showing you the furniture polish. I did not have none of, which was $1. I don't know why I didn't have furniture polish, but anyway, and I got furniture. So yeah, I was just showing you everything before I got started. Okay, so this is the material because I didn't want you to see the board after I wrapped it. So I went and bought a piece of material. This is like $2. So you won't see the board. That's all this is. And I was marking the holes. See, I had to put the tape to remind me, and I had to move the tape to mark the holes of the material because I will start a project and not pay attention to details and everything be covered up, and then I'll be sitting looking crazy. So, excuse me. That's me marking the holes, and I was explaining not to move the material, but just cut it where it is. But I could have moved that material over in the corner some. I don't know why I started in the middle like that. So that's what I was talking about. That's what I was doing, marking everything. And I was nervous. I was nervous, y'all, because I was explaining that when you pull those tight, I don't know why they say taut tight. You got to make sure the wrinkles aren't on the side or on the top. They have to be toward the back. So I was talking, and normally I go to YouTube and get some inspiration because some girls or ladies, they'll fold it in a corner and make this pretty fold thing. I didn't do that. So I do know I've saw videos where they would staple the corners first, then the side, but you got to pull and blah blah blah. And I was like, ugh. So I was nervous. I was a wreck, but I had to do it. The first staple that you saw me do, it didn't hold. That was from the new staple gun. It didn't hold. So I had to pull it out and then pull the rest of it out and then use my old gun. And this is what you see me doing. About to get this started. Y'all, I apologize. My sinuses are draining. I was surprised how well this came out. I was shocked. I felt so bad because I was like, this is going to be ugly. This is going to be embarrassing. This is my first time. And I was impressed with that. And I realized that when I'm doing projects that I'm paying attention and I'm learning as I go to learn the do's and the don'ts. But I was impressed. That top, it came out looking pretty good. And I was saying that if you see any wrinkles, you could pull it and staple it from the back and that'll take it out. So I was trying to show you guys. I was shocked. That back looked a hot mess, but that top was on point. Excuse me. I think eventually I will recover this down the line. I'm thinking about doing velvet, but I mean no time soon. Ooh, trust me, no time soon. But I did learn some stuff, so yeah. So that was me, I saw a little wrinkle, so I wanted to pull it out and staple it down. So, and I think I was explaining that if you see a little wrinkle or whatever, just pull it and staple it down. And what I started doing here, what was I doing here? Oh, I had cut off the excess. I was still cutting off the excess and still looking at it. And I was pointing out where the holes was, and I had to remember how it was going to open, and I need to get to the holes. And that I hated how it looked. So you can see I was thinking, my mind was going. I hated how the back looked. So next time I do this, I'm gonna do a little different to where I cover it. Like if I should have got more of the leather just to cover that part. So, and you can see what I did. So I just took the pieces and I just covered it. I should have did a close up so you can really see, but it looks better than it did the first time because that other part was killing me. So yeah, and I wasn't gonna spend no more money. And I here was starting to go ahead and just add the hardware on the top. I was like, let me just go ahead and just add it on this instead of adding it on the other piece. So here you see me lining up the holes and putting the screws through to kind of cut through the material. I could have did all that with the drill, but I wanted to find that hole and match everything up. So that's what I was doing here. So you'll see me start and then you'll see me at the end finishing up. And this is me doing the last one. Simple as that. And me gluing down the strips to cover that hot mess. You can tell I'm a beginner. Big time. And the finished product. I should have did a close-up, but I didn't. My bad. And that piece I was putting on, I had to be very careful because when you open, you can see me playing with the thing with it up and down. That lever needed to have its space. It didn't need nothing to hold it down. It needed to move freely, not have glue on it, not be stuck or nothing. So I was very careful with that. You see me moving it because I want it to be loose and flimsy like it's supposed to. So when I open it up, I won't have any issues. I put a lot of glue on that thing. And I kept trying to lay it down, and that glue kept coming out from the side. I had that thing loaded with glue. It was hot. So I just started cleaning it up. I'm about to go ahead and attach this. And those were the results to this. So I just want to show you the finished outcome. I was going to go ahead and I know it probably looked like old country mess, that baby but on. I'm about to attach it and show you the outcome. Right. And because this video is 26 minutes long, so I'm gonna try to keep it under 30 as much as I can. So I'll be back. Let me go ahead and attach the top to the bottom. I was sitting there making sure that I had. All right, guys. So right. I don't know what happened. This is it. I don't know how to feel about it. I'm showing but you it's done. Up, but I was covering it up. And covering the phone up with my hand. Excuse the background. There it is. It is it. Now it was just sitting there, and I was just showing you up close. Going around it, blah blah blah. And of course, I was going to sand it, but I changed my mind. I didn't sand it; it still looked rough and tough, so and crazy looking. Half look a little rough looking, but I did grease it up. This is how it looks from the front. See, look at and you can kind of see the thing I added. And this is it. This is the storage part. So when the piano person is playing, they want to put their books in. That's where they put it at, and that's what it looks like as far as what I did to cover that mess up. So this is it. So I have it like right when you walk in, you can kind of like sit. And I don't know if I need to like and how close I want to bring it up a little closer or something. I don't have guests come over, so this is just for decoration purposes, I guess you would say. I don't know. I can't say that, but yeah. So this is it. It's used that over there. So yeah. Yeah. That's where that. So I don't know if I want to line up with a chair but I did end
or
up
line it
changing
up
it, you'll
with
see, toward
a
the
TV
end. So I
stand.
was trying to figure out
But
how far to push it up
that's
or
the
back or
final look.
whatever.
Goes. I'll probably put
And I was
like
talking about there was
a piece of
creases,
material
like
over it
wrinkles type
and iron
creases.
it. Not
I
on
would
this
put a piece
directly
of
the material
material
and
on
get it out. But
top
if
of it
not,
and then
I'm not
iron
worried
the
about it. So
material to
that's
get
the
that
final look.
crease out. But I wasn't worried about
Thanks
it.
for
So
watching, guys.
thanks for watching, guys. Voila.